Hi there, everyone, and welcome to Africa Beyond Borders. I'm your host, Soraya Mentor, and here on this show, we get to chat to amazing Africans who've traveled beyond their home countries. Today's guest is someone very special to me and who came all the way from Zim and is currently living in South Africa. We are joined by Tatenda Denhere. I'm trying to say his name right. Hello, Dean.
Hello, Sarah. How are you doing?
I'm so good. I feel very disappointed in myself for not being able to pronounce your name right, but maybe that's something you can get into. Your
Mm,
name, firstly. I
No,
call you Dean, but your name is
which is
Tatenda.
okay. Yes, yes. Yeah, thank you for inviting me here. I'm really honored. Yeah, I'm
I'm
really
very,
honored.
very curious to learn more about your name, actually, because I know you're from Zim, but I don't know any cultures from there. What culture are you from, and where in Zim did you actually grow up?
So I grew up in the township mostly, which is Harare, and there isn't much of culture there, but my background is like my clan is Zulu. Yeah, I'm a Zulu gent.
Azuru.
Uh, yes. There are quite a few cultures in Zimbabwe. But yeah, I'm from the Zulu tribe,
I
which is
love
which
that.
is like which is like 60% of Zimbabwe. Yeah, Zulus.
The fact that you said there's not much culture, Dean, there's so much culture in that alone. I don't know anything
The,
about
the,
the Esuru culture.
how can I? It's more of, how can I put it? It's like the Zulus here, but with just a different name. Most of our things we do are kind of the same, in the Zulu culture and the Zulu culture. It's just the languages that are different mostly. The food we eat are mostly the same. Like in the Zulu, we eat a lot of salsa, and this side I think that's the only different. That's the only thing that is different from the Zulus and the Zulu.
Interesting. I'm very excited to even try the foods that you mentioned. We're going to get into that, but I'm also very intrigued about your surname because I pronounce it Denhere, but you say it in such a particular way. And you mentioned earlier before we started our conversation here how people sometimes
Eh,
struggle with the dialect. Could you please walk us through
eh,
that?
So it's Denere, meaning Denere is more like a dense bush, and normally you find like scary animals there. Like they're okay. It's a scary bush, very dense, and that's what we call it in Shona language. Denere, very dense bush, like mostly greenish and kind of scary. Those places that you don't really just go. Whenever
Yes.
you go there, you feel like goosebumps and stuff. That's the Denere that.
Interesting. Very interesting to hear. How many languages do you speak coming from Zim? And now living in SA, you probably
Uh,
speak 20.
so, as I said earlier, I am a Shona agent. Sesuru, we speak Shona. And I haven't really learned much of the Ndebele language, but I do know a few things. I do know a few things. Unfortunately, in Zim, if you are in Harare and you speak Sezuru, I mean, you speak Shona, it's very difficult, or I've never had a chance to go to uh, Blawayo and learn more of the Ndebele language. In where I grew up, it's mostly the Shona from the Zulus and the Kalangas and all that. Yeah, so mm.
No, that's just so interesting. I'm very, very excited to learn more about Zim and just how you found the experience moving to South Africa. Now, shifting gears, let's take it back to when you actually left home. Why did you leave home and how has that been?
So when it was actually out of my control when I came here, I didn't really want to come here. But I'm being honest. So what happened was I was not okay, like I was a bit sick, and I wanted to be with my dad, and my dad is here, and I was supposed to come here and get some mm, medical attention for certain things, and then yeah, it happened. I just ended up being here, and yeah, I never really got a chance to go and reside back in Zim, but which is a plan for me, which is a plan for me. And when I came here, it was a shock because there's quite a few things that are different than what we do in Zim, economically, culturally, and all that. So in terms of economical, the Zim economy is a bit different from the South African economy with the way like almost everything, with the way we do almost everything. And then the cultures as well. In South Africa here, culture is a very, very big thing. Very, very big thing. And I love it. I love that about South Africa. You know, if it's very easy for you to see that this is a Zulu person and this is a Xhosa person just from the way they present themselves. You can tell, and with their cultures as well, which is something that I really admire. With their cultures as well, it's something that hasn't left them yet, and it hasn't been diluted as much. It hasn't been diluted as much, which is something that I do, which is something that I do admire a lot. Yeah. Uh, yeah, when I came to South Africa here in Zim, you know, it's almost the culture is done in schools, you know, doing traditional dances, doing traditional poems, but mostly in school. It's not something that is really practiced at home. Maybe it's because I grew up in the township and it wasn't really uh practiced. But when I came this side here, it's something that is in them. You can see, you can tell. The moment you see them, the moment they introduce you uh
Yes.
to 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 their culture, you can understand it easily without any it's easy because culture is something that is in them. And then how can I put this now? Oh, first time I heard I admired the Xhosa culture is
Wow.
when I heard a poem. When I heard a poem, a Xhosa poem, and it was full of tongue clicking, and we don't really have that in our language.
Yes.
And I didn't hear what the person was saying, but the way they did the poem, the way they were twisting their tongue, the clicks. I fell in love with that. I fell in love with that, and then that's when I started learning Xhosa. I am learning. I'm
You're
not
getting
perfect
there.
yet, but I am learning. Yeah, I'm getting there. And it's quite an interesting language. It's quite an interesting language as well. Yeah.
I absolutely loved how you tapped into just the appreciation of culture and how that was something that you saw, even like the economy. I'm very interested to hear that. Maybe let's start with that. How was it like? What currency does rather Zim work in? And when you were into SA, how did you adapt financially to just living in a new currency?
But oh, that part. Uh, surprisingly, it was a bit easy. It was a bit easy. Um, in Zim, the main currency there is US dollar. That's the main currency. Um, So when I came, it's like this. There's quite a few currencies that are being used in Zimbabwe right now. So we have the digital, which is EcoCash mainly, and then there are quite a few other small branches as well that do there's cash transactions and stuff. And then we have the when I left, it was the Zig, yeah, the Zig and then the US dollar. But the US dollar is the main currency. So there are quite a
Okay.
few currencies that are being used. Yeah, there are quite a few currencies that are being used. And when I came to this side here, uh, we got to start using one currency, and yeah, which was a good thing for me. It actually went easy for me. Like it was, yeah, nice. It was good. It
I can't even
was
fathom
good.
just having different currencies. It's actually the first time I heard someone said having one currency made it a bit easier. It was nice. That was very interesting to hear. I
But
love. Yes,
if
please continue.
yeah, if it happens that I go back now, I might be a bit confused on because almost everything there, like rand is being used in Zim, but not as much. You have to convert it to the local currency. So the conversion is a bit confusing as well, which makes
Wow.
the whole process confusing. Yeah, but it's not something bad once you start to learn about it. Once you get into it, it's a very easy thing.
No, I absolutely love hearing that. It's very new information to
Mm.
me, and I'm gonna show off and tell people, oh, yeah, I'm coming from
Yeah,
Zim, and I have like so many notes.
you must visit Zoom actually. Yes,
I would love to, and you should visit Namibia as well. We work in
there.
Namibian dollars, maybe not US dollars,
I would
but
love
we
to.
got our own Namibian dollars. It's exactly the same as South
Oh,
African money, just different
yeah.
designs, I assume.
I, I would really love to visit Namibia. I just heard that it's quite hot there, right?
It is. It is very hot. You know, well, it is a contrasting country. So in the north, you have
Mm,
more like green, and then in the south, it's like dry. So it depends where you are in Namibia, but it's very,
we are.
very interesting. Yes, I love how you spoke
Okay.
about. Just to shift gears, I love how you spoke about poetry and how you adapted to the clicks. We're gonna get more into
Yeah.
that after this break, and we're gonna be right back, viewers, with more Zim
No.
stories and how South Africa is like for Dean. And welcome back to Africa Beyond Borders. I'm your host, Soraya Mentor. We get to chat to amazing Africans who've traveled beyond their home countries on this show. Today's guest, we are joined by Dean, who's a photographer currently living in South Africa. And he's chatting to us rather about his journey from Zim to moving to South Africa. We were just talking about poetry and how you listen to someone speaking Xhosa rather, and they spoke, well, they said a poem in Xhosa, and you were just like, oh, the clicks sounds very different. What were other languages that you were like shocked that is in South Africa? I remember when I was there, I was like, oh, there's a lot of Arabic people or like Muslim people. I was like, oh, interesting.
Yeah. So I managed to be friends with Venda guys and the Sotho. But here's the interesting thing now about these languages. They are different. The way they pronounce things, they are totally different. Like, you can tell this is Sotho. You might not hear what they are saying, but you can tell this is Sotho. And this is Xhosa, this is Zulu. You can tell.
Wow.
Um, and then, yeah, I haven't really learned more of the other languages due to I spend most of my time here in Eastern Cape, and mostly in Eastern Cape, it's Xhosa, a lot of Xhosa. So I haven't really learned other languages, but I would really love to learn those other languages, honestly. And then there's Afrikaans. Ooh, that's yeah, it really comes like from the core. You can't just start speaking Afrikaans.
It
My
comes
father
from the
usually
core.
says it comes from the core. You don't just start speaking. You have to bring it straight from your guts and then let it out first. Yeah.
Wow, absolutely love to hear that. Now, just tapping into your photography, I know you're a very great photographer, guys. I want you guys to check out his Instagram page. He's Dean is the real deal. Well, that rhymes. Anyway,
Yes.
getting back into
Thank
photography,
you.
I would love to hear
Yes.
what was it like just seeing or the visuals of a different country? How was that, and how did that affect your photography style?
Right. So in South Africa, especially in Eastern Cape here, this is a beautiful city, honestly. There are so many landscapes that you can look at, and they're very good as backgrounds, especially in my trade. So I really do enjoy working here, doing a photography, and the people as well. They are quite nice. They are quite nice. Yeah, the clients is like individual people. They are very welcoming. I love it. The best thing about them is because I'm not really like I don't know much of the local languages. The moment they realize that you don't really know their language, I love how they switch to English so that we can understand. Not a lot of people are really that welcoming, honestly.
Wow.
uh, if you can't speak my language, then there is no need for me to speak to you. I cannot speak the language that you understand. You have to understand what I am understanding. So I really find it very nice and welcoming that people really switch from their own self languages, I can say, to English just for the sake of accommodating me. I really love that.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
just very beautiful to
Then
hear.
it is, yeah, yeah, it's very beautiful. It's very beautiful. And then yeah, I've enjoyed photographing here. I've enjoyed photographing here, honestly. And then I started getting into corporate world. It's a very beautiful world. So people this side are just nice, honestly. That's what I can say in general. People this side are very nice, welcoming, and beautiful people. Yeah, when you're photographing beautiful people, it makes it easier for you.
Oh, wow, yeah. I know now. I'm saying that like I'm the photographer. I do not know, but I will say
Yeah, that's
yes.
a good. Yeah,
No, that's
yeah.
absolutely beautiful to hear. I wanted to hear just
Mm.
from moving into South Africa, what was one of the funnest experiences that you've had with someone that you met, like one of the first few people, and you just can't get them out of your mind since then?
I did not hear the question.
Who was someone that you met when you got to South Africa? One of the first people that you met that just made an impression on you and how South Africans are, you know?
Who can I've met a few people that actually were very nice to me. Who can I talk about? So the first person, let's look into the business world. The first person that I met, his name is Leon Hugo. He's a very nice guy. He's a very professional person, and he is the one who introduced me to quite a few people. Like he shaped my business at the moment. Uh, Most of the clients that I've ever had for like the past 3 years, they came from him, and that was a very good thing for me because I'm from a foreign language, and then you find somebody who is so welcoming to help you build yourself, uh, despite the differences, despite your background, they welcome you as their own, and yeah, that was something
Oh, that's so amazing
that
to
I
hear.
loved. And
How one person connected you to so many more people. That is very, very, very lucky of you. I wanted to ask,
yeah, I was very lucky.
very lucky. Moving into South Africa now, was there is there
Yes.
something from home that you still bring to South Africa just to remind you of home, or something that you do just to feel like, I know where I'm from, or this is maybe like radio that you used to listen to from some
It's the music.
music? Okay.
It's the music. It's the music. You see, our music in Zim is shaped from the American world and the Jamaican world. So we have what we call Zim dance. You know, like there's Jamaican dance, and then in Zim we have a Zim dance. It's like a genre that stands for its own, for
Wow.
itself. Yeah, Zim dance, and it's quite big there, quite big. And when I came here, yeah, there's nothing that you never hear that here. There's nothing like that here. You know, it's just I'm a piano, and I love it as well. But but yeah.
I never
Zim
actually
dance.
heard of
So
Zimdanzo.
yeah. Well, you must try. Just check Zim dance. It's more of the Jamaican way, but in the Zim languages. And then there are like instruments, Zimbabwean instruments. I used to have a friend of mine who played. They call it mbira. I don't know. Do you? I think you guys have it in Namibia as well.
Called Mira.
Mbira, yeah. It's like a shell, and then there are like metal things that you play.
I am not aware of it. I feel like I'm failing Namibians right now,
Oh,
but I am not aware of it. I'm
oh,
sure it is somewhere.
yeah, yeah. It's you must check it out. It's called Mbira, Mbira. Very beautiful instrument. It's mostly played in Zim a lot. Like we played a lot. And I miss that. I once had a friend who played that. Most of the times I'll just ask her to just come and play it, just because I enjoy it. Yeah. But because of the internet nowadays, you can just log into YouTube and then look for the music.
Yes.
You can just find it. So yeah, yeah. But I would love to be home and see it happening, see people playing the music, see the people dancing to the music. Because there are quite few dances that are different from
Yes.
the South African way of doing things. And yeah, I miss that. I miss that. And I would love to see like the African cultures bringing those dances together and come up with something like just build one whole dance, including
Wow.
the Shona and the Zulu, the Xhosas. We all have different dances, and I can imagine if all of those dances are put together just to create one big move. I think that would be nice.
I think that would be,
That would be
even with
nice.
music, you know, how you're emphasizing music is just
Y-
such a powerful tool. I think it's going to look so dope.
Yeah, yeah.
I,
We must actually convince people to do that.
why not? I mean, we're both talented. Let's use this opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Dean,
Mm.
absolutely beautiful. Now, just in closing, to our travelers who are from another African country, what advice would you give them when moving to South Africa or just visiting? What is like a starter pack that you want to advise them on?
Don't be afraid. Uh, that's the first thing. South Africans are really welcoming, really welcoming. And feel free, enjoy it. Enjoy it. See the landscape. Visit all these beautiful resort areas. Visit the beach. Put your feet in the beach. Enjoy that. Don't don't overthink it. Just come, do what you need to do, enjoy what you need to enjoy. Yeah. And feel free to travel the whole of Africa. There's a lot that we can learn within our borders before we even go to uh, other continents. There is a lot to learn in Africa itself. Yeah, which is one of my wishes as well. I would love to, before I even think of going outside of this continent, I would really love to visit Namibia, then to Zim as well, really explore Zim before I start moving to any other countries. Yeah.
I think that is just so beautiful. Africa is an amazing continent. And I hope that we
It
as
is.
Africa Beyond Borders can follow you on your journey as you travel around Africa because it is going to be something, especially music wise. Ooh,
Yes.
interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dean,
Yeah.
that is
Yeah.
all the time we have for this episode. Can you believe it went by so quick?
Oh. Okay. Is it done already?
It is done. We're going to have to say bye to our
Oh.
viewers, but maybe not for long.
All right. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you
Hope
for your
the hope
time.
you enjoy the rest of the day. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Bye.
To all our viewers watching, thank you for joining us here on Africa Beyond Borders. I'm your host, Soraya Mentor. Join us every Monday at 8:30 p.m. on DSTV channel 285, GoTV channel 25, and OneUp2.com. See you guys next Monday.